Russell Simmons has been a prominent figure in the entertainment industry for close to 4 decades. In the early days of his career, he was celebrated for creating an empire that included Def Jam Records, Def Comedy Jam, Phat Farm, and Baby Phat, which he launched alongside his then-wife, Kimura. But in recent years, Russell has been involved in some non-stop, hot, stankin' mess. Before we get our namaste on, be sure to scoop up something to munch on at rrgsnacks.com, our online concession stand that has an assortment of beef and bacon jerky, butter toffee peanuts, and buffalo ranch popcorn. To give you some better insight into why Russell is a hot, stankin' mess, we have to take you back to sometime around 1992 when 17-year-old Kimura was working as a model. While sashaying down the runway at New York Fashion Week, she caught the attention of 35-year-old Russell. According to The Guardian, despite their age gap and the fact that Kimura was a teenager, Russell began to woo her by sending flowers to her agency. Apparently, this was a very common tactic for Russell, but Kimura wasn't aware that he was shooting his shot at other models too. When Kimura told her friend and fellow model Tyra Banks about the beautiful bouquets she was receiving, Tyra warned Kimura that Russell had a reputation for being
an old Mac from way back, one of the original players from the Himalayas.
Now, how the hell did Tyra know that Russell was thirsting after other models? Well, get this. Russell reportedly sent 19-year-old Tyra the exact same flowers he sent Kimura. Kimura ignored her friend and decided to give Russell a shot. Now, even though the age of consent in New York is 17, Russell has since confirmed that they didn't start dating until after Kimura turned 18. He also stated Kimura's mom and her manager approved, supported, and pushed their relationship. Anyway, he and Kimura were on again, off again for several years, and Kimura quickly realized that Tyra was right. She told The Guardian, "He was a playboy, and I am a bit crazy because of it today." So Russell pursued a young, naive teenager and wooed her, only to step out on her and entertain other women. Kimura booked a trip to Milan to create some distance between them, and that's when Russell realized he had messed up a good thing. He even took up veganism and started downward dogging on some yoga mats. He stayed away from all the parties and stopped entertaining other models in an effort to win Kimura back. And, well, it worked. Russell proposed on New Year's Eve in 1997 while on Diddy's boat in St. Bart's. They became husband and wife in 1998 at a New York courthouse before flying to St. Bart's for another ceremony that was officiated by his brother, Rev Run of Run DMC. They welcomed their daughter Ming Lee in January 2000, and another daughter named Aoki was born in August 2002. Things were going great with the couple, and they were living life in the fab lane. Even Tyra was shocked. She told People magazine that Kimura, quote, turned the man about town into a loving husband and papa. But it didn't last. Russell told People magazine in March 2006 that they had been separated for some time, although they still lived under the same roof. He added that they were committed to co-parenting and would remain business partners. So what went wrong? Russell said screw taking accountability and put all the blame on Kimura. He told Page 6, "Kimura is very strict. She restricted me for many years. I just got her foot off my neck." Neither of them was in a rush to stick a fork in their marriage, though. It took Kimura 2 more years to finally file for divorce. On March 27, 2008, which was the same day she filed the divorce paperwork, TMZ spotted Russell out with his new girlfriend, supermodel Portia Coleman. Although it was unclear how long they had been dating, the YBF reported they were already shacking up, and Portia had met his children. Their relationship didn't last, though, and Portia moved on with Jason Kidd. Russell was ordered to pay Kimura $40,000 per month in child support, and he and Kimura remained on good terms for several years. She was even spotted vacationing with him, their children, and one of Russell's new girlfriends in 2012.
Natasha Williams-Block was an 18-year-old freshman at UCLA. She's the latest woman to come forward to accuse music mogul Russell Simmons of sexual misconduct.
2017 brought a whole new slew of trouble for the business mogul at the height of the Me Too movement. Several women came forward to accuse him of misconduct, including model Carrie Clausen-Kaligi, who claimed Russell assaulted her in 1991 when she was 17. She also claimed film director Brett Ratner was there and watched the entire encounter and didn't even try to help her. Russell later said he remembers everything that happened and that it was a consensual encounter. Brett also released a statement and said he had no recollection of Carrie asking him for help. Brett also had similar allegations against him from various women. Jenny Lumet, the daughter of filmmaker Sidney Lumet, Kelly Cutrone, and even a Real Housewives of New York star all came forward with allegations against Russell. As of July 2018, 18 women had accused him of non-consensual acts. In response, Russell tried to start the #NotMe movement to deny any allegations that were made as a part of the Me Too movement. He even had support from Kimura. The NYPD opened an investigation, and his legal team, which included Eva Marcel's ex-husband Michael Sterling, told TMZ Russell took a polygraph test to address Carrie Clausen-Kaligi's allegations. According to his lawyers, Russell passed the test with flying colors. But, of course, the results aren't admissible in court. A woman named Jennifer Jurasic claimed Russell took advantage of her in 2016, and she filed a $5 million lawsuit against him. Kimura stepped up and called the woman a liar. Russell also denied the allegations and said their encounters over a 10-year time period were all consensual. The case was later dismissed with prejudice, which typically means a settlement had been reached and neither party can refile the case. While Russell escaped to Bali for a yoga retreat, Oprah Winfrey geared up to executive produce a documentary about the allegations against him. Oprah admitted to the New York Times that Russell contacted her several times and attempted to pressure her into abandoning the project. Other entertainers like 50 Cent and The Game also dragged her for targeting a black man, all while turning a blind eye to Russell's white counterparts. In the end, Oprah withdrew as executive producer, but she made it clear that her decision had nothing to do with Russell's request.
I stand in support of these women.
But she also says she worried about inconsistencies in accusers' stories.
As if he didn't have enough things to worry about, Russell eventually decided to go against the one person who's always had his back: his ex-wife, Kimura. In 2021, he sued Kimura and her husband, Tim Leisner. In court documents, Russell said he worked with Kimura and Tim on a company that owned stock in Celsius Energy Drink. Russell believed Kimura and Tim used 4 million shares as security to post bond for Tim after he was caught up in a money laundering scandal. Kimura's rep stated the case was Russell's attempt to use the legal system to access funds he's not entitled to. The rep added, Russell's continued aggressive behavior not only blatantly distorts the facts, but is simply a desperate PR ploy ignoring the years of mental and emotional anguish, gaslighting, and ongoing harassment he has inflicted on Kimura. Their friendship has continued to crumble throughout the years, and things came to a head on Father's Day 2023. It all started when their daughter Ming wished Kimura a happy Father's Day and failed to acknowledge Russell. Russell then shared an Instagram post blaming Kimura for making him jump through hoops to be a father to his kids. That's when their daughter Aoki took to her social media account to explain that Russell became upset when she wouldn't pick a side in Russell's lawsuit against Kimura and Tim. Aoki also posted text messages from him, as well as a screen recording of Russell going ballistic. Aoki later posted to her Instagram stories that they think Russell is mentally ill or is experiencing dementia. She added that previously he was the best dad ever, but the shift in his behavior has been terrifying to watch.
This is just not the father that I know, or the father that I've had. To this day, I would never let a man talk any kind of way to me because my dad was always good to me, and then he just completely changed.
The following day, Kimura hopped on Instagram to beg Russell to stop attacking their family.
Don't do that because you're at rock bottom. I don't know. Hypothetically, you're at rock bottom. You've hit the bottom. I don't know. You're grasping at straws. I don't know if this is a money grab. I don't really know what this is.
On June 20th, 2023, Russell shared a photo of his daughters on Instagram. In the caption, he apologized for being frustrated and for yelling. He added, "But know this, there are no conditions. For sure, I love you guys more than I love myself." Do you agree that Russell is a walking red flag? Let us know down below, and thanks for watching RRG.